bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
His way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
31.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action with Morgan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
7-yard line.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Chise on 2nd down. He's got it to Hilton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To number 13. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I got you. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
52's the mark.
Following the fumble recovery, Eason, he gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell.
Number 26.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down by
things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Caught here by Bell.
Morgan's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
5 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Marcus.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
12-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Morgan. He's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, then
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Off of a play fake, here's Morgan. He'll air this one out for Mims. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Denzel Mims.
Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Brown.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Matt Gay set to kick.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Jets 14, Colts 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Morgan. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Morgan. And his throw is incomplete. Denzel Mims, the rookie, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, New York.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Morgan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is the ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Morgan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Morgan. He finds his man, Johnson.
Morgan's pass.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. All day, every day, any day.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Foster, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. 17-17 the score.
All even to this point as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Tackle made at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for P. Ryan. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Morgan to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decided.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's P. Ryan. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Jets ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jets on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's good for a
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the gun is Chise. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Eason. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes this
extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Morgan. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. To throw is Morgan. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some room to run now. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ashton Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 2nd and 16. From the gun, Eason. Complete to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eason's pass.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
For the field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Eason. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Jonathan Taylor.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Pirine. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Morgan. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Operating from the gun, Morgan. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and it's 3rd and short. From the gun, Morgan. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, Morgan with it.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And now it's 2nd down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morgan. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to number 16.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Eason's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason buying time to his left. And he's got his man Hilton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again. Eason. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Ashton Davis.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
1st and 10, Eason.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
operating from the gun. Eason. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Morgan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44. Jets.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Got a man. It's Mims.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Morgan now, throwing on 1st down.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Morgan throwing again on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There'll be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The open man is Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Morgan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jets on 3rd down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Eason sets to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. It also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Morgan throwing again. And his pass incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Morgan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Morgan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards.
A good pickup there at 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Morgan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Morgan to throw on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to connect with Mims. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. Flush to his right.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.